All right, all right. Well, welcome to another segment of Live Today Health Talk. It is a beautiful day out there, but again, the sun is shining brighter in here. Hello, ladies.
Hey,
Hey,
Tiffany.
there's
How are
everyone. Hey,
you?
Facebook,
All right. Hey, Facebook family,
Periscope.
Yes.
Periscope,
It's good to be here.
YouTube.
YouTube. How about that? Well, today we are going to get into our pain assessment with our essential oils. But before doing so, as always, our intro, Tiffany Daniels, Charlene Browning, and
And
Rosa,
Rosa
J.
J.
Hodge. So, our disclaimer, we are all health and wellness coaches, consultants. We do not claim to have the answer for healing in terms of the MD, but everything we share with you is holistic and natural, and we ask that you look it up, and share. Same thing with our Facebook group. Join us at Live Today Health Talk on Facebook and soon to be on YouTube and also on Periscope. Also, visit us with the Village Connector community. So if you're not friends of ours, check out the community. If you can't find us personally on Facebook, check in with us at the community. All right, so today we want to give our normal shout outs. We're going to give a shout out to, my econ, whoop whoop, for financial literacy, and then carrot bars
Yes,
for
yes, yes.
investing. So we teach you how
Saving,
to
Tiffany.
save, and then, yes, we teach you how to earn it, bring it home, and then save it. All
Yes.
right? So knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
Then our coaching, we have some sessions coming up. Next week will be pain assessment, and as we go through the pain assessment and how these essential oils help help your body as far as relieving some of the dis-ease and pain that you may be suffering with. I also want to add on autoimmune diseases. All right, that's a big trigger word for me. A big trigger word. All right.
Also for a lot of other people too, Tiffany.
Yes, that
A
is
whole
true.
lot of people.
That is true. And then with our natural nutrition. So hold on, fasten your seatbelts, and get ready to take this journey with us. And as I enter into the journey, let's talk about our life cycle. In life, we all have our joy, have our spirituality, we have our creativity, we have our finances, we have our careers and education, our health, physical activity, home cooking, home environment, relationships, and social life. We asked you all last week on our Facebook page to please chime in for areas within that circle that you may want to hear more on, or areas that you may have missed and you need us to go more in depth in one of those areas, or that you just have something within that circle that you're unstable, unsure about, and you'd like us with the health talk to bring it home for you.
Amen.
So we are here to help you complete that life cycle. All right? So our story recap. Last week, we talked about the incredible edible egg. And can you believe it or not, we did a whole hour segment on the properties, the nutritional value in the egg. That was amazing. We shared some awesome information. So please recap on that. So then we also said we were going to move into not just our pain assessment with the essential oils, but juicing.
Really? Did we talk about juicing? Oh, we were going to talk about juicing
start
today.
moving into juicing.
Yes, that's going to be very interesting.
Yes, but we want to invite everybody out next week, the 25th, to Curves of Fort Washington for our pain assessment. And after you get finished listening to all of the wonderful properties of these oils, you're going to be running. You're going to be running to join us. And for
Yes.
the following week, on March the 4th, we're going to have our Healthy Body Challenge at the Curves, and then we're going to follow it up that afternoon with carrot bars, teaching you, not teaching, but sharing with you how to save. All right.
Actually, let's talk about that for a minute, if I may. We're actually going to be paying and saying good evening. I am Rosa J, doing it God's way each and every day. And on the 4th
Four.
of March, we will be actually playing the cash flow game from Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I invite you all to come out. It's a lesson and game on finances. You pick a career, you get a salary, they give you what your cash flow is, what your bills are, what all the money that you have to assess your payment of every weekly pay being paid every week as you go around the board, and you learn to invest and the different techniques of investing and saving in real life, so you can actually bring it into your real day.
So I have a question though, Rosa. So is that like Monopoly?
You know, it is, but more interesting. You're just not buying hotels.
Okay.
It actually allows you to do unusual teaming to buy and invest.
Okay.
I mean, I had only $800. The last time I paid, I had $800 cash flow after I did all my bills. However, by the middle of the game, I was the owner of an apartment building
All right.
and 10 nuggets of gold.
Mm.
And you learn how to invest, save, by making deals around the table. It is
And that's-
amazing because in true life
Right,
you can
in real
actually
life
do the
stuff.
same time, the
Right.
same
You know,
thing.
I like to say that it's a conglomeration of life and Monopoly.
The game of life,
Right,
and
yeah.
it is,
Yes,
it is, and it's really amazing. And also, if you have children or teenagers, you can actually bring them too. So they actually have a game for children. But it also allows your family to get involved. It's an amazing game, and it's fun.
So come on out and join us for that afternoon of fun with the game of cash flow. And for those of you not familiar with Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, this is his the game that he came up with so that it would be more intriguing and for people to be able to enjoy it and understand it. And it will also bring some good quality family time for you and your families so that when we try to share things educational and it may be a bit boring, well, this is bringing the gaming into that life session. So don't tell your family that's a lesson learned when you pull out the board
It's just
game.
game night.
Just have game night.
Like
And
bingo.
lessons will be learned. Trust me.
Like people
So
go
that's
to
at
bingo, so we go to cash. What is it called?
Cash
Flow.
flow.
So instead of bingo, we go to cash flow.
And it's at 4 o'clock at Curves
At the
in
Curves
Fort
in
Washington.
Fort Washington.
What's that
So
address,
that's
Tiffany?
10737 Indian Head Highway, Fort Washington, Maryland. So we look forward to seeing you there.
One more thing. For these two events, the one on the 25th and the 4th, please RSVP because we do give snacks. We do
Give door prizes.
and it would be so much better for us if we know how many people are coming. And the cash flow game is free. And
Oh, yeah, we have to account for seating.
Right.
Most definitely.
And so please RSVP when you see the event because the event is posted for the 25th. And on the 4th, that event will be posting in Facebook and on our page, Live Today, by Monday afternoon.
So we ask that you please RSVP for all of them because we want to gift you, but we also want to make sure we're prepared for you so that you can have a wonderful experience with us. So that's the pain assessment on the 25th, the challenge at 11 o'clock that morning on the 4th, and then the cash flow game at 4 p.m. on the 4th. So,
Also, Tiffany, I'd like to invite everyone to share our page, Live Today Health Talk.
yeah.
It's a group. Join the group, share it out, invite your friends.
Oh,
There are videos, there's information posted about all kinds of things, from oils to herbs to actual videos of the oil assessment. I have a couple of those that I need to video, and past shows of Live Today. So please join our group and share our group to your family, your friends. There is a wealth of information just by being a part of the group. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. We appreciate you.
yes, we do. All right, so now let's get into our pain assessment. The pain assessment is by Longevity and with their essential oils. And I'll hold the book up so everybody can see. It's a assessment kit called Results Now. Okay, and within that kit from Longevity Essential Oils, they have a list of oils that help with pain. And when we conduct the assessment, we initially ask you your level of pain once everyone is seated and comfortable. So we ask you on a scale of 1 to 10 what your level of pain is when you walk through the door. And then we ask you to do a few things, and I won't say exercises, but perform a few movements clockwise or counterclockwise. And here's the scale, if you can see that. So we ask you to perform these movements, and while you're performing these ordinary body movements, we ask you once more to give us on a scale of 1 to 10 your level of pain. So 1 is just simply sitting, an ordinary body movement. 1 is a head rotation. 1 is with shoulder and feet raises, things that we do on an ordinary basis. Again, getting ourselves dressed, going and coming to work, getting in our cars, simple things that we have to do every day. And a lot of us realize that we have been covering that pain for so long that we actually compensate in the dynamics of our body. We compensate somewhere with either stiffness or just putting the weight, making that other side be the weight barrier for that pain. Or even if it's in the neck area, we will not move our neck as we would normally move it, but we've compensated and we've gotten used to carrying that pain or trying to hide it for so long, Charlene's now, that we hide it. And in the mechanics of our movements, we will move outside of our normal body alignment to compensate for that pain. So when we do this test, it is amazing how we start to witness our bodies release,
Yes.
and how we see the participants of the assessment start to move more freely within the dynamics of their own skeletal being, their bodies releasing the pain and breaking through without a massage, believe it or not. Most of the time, we do these treatments through reflexology, whether it be the feet, the hands, or as Rosa has shared with us last week, the ear. It's amazing how many parts of our body have nerve or senses that simple touch can do a whole lot.
So let me explain to you a little bit about that energy points of your body. There are over 800 energy points of your body. Almost every part of your body is connected to, of our body. Let me not say just yours, because I got one too. Is connected to some organ in your system. You know, our body flows through nerve endings and energy, and so with the oil treatments, they actually placed on your hands is Charlene has a picture of the hands.
This one is for the
Ev-
hands.
Every point on your hand, all those colors,
all those
are
colors,
different
yeah.
parts of your body. So we also give hand massages, and we also give foot massages. The bottom of your feet, both feet, are connected to every organ in your body. And in meditation, they call those your energy points. There are a lot of them, a whole lot of them, even down to different organs outside of your body, your genitals. Have different points on your genitals that do the same thing that your ear does. I don't know if Charlene has the one, but
Yeah,
all
I was
around
looking-
your ear
Yeah, I was looking for that.
has a point of energy that connect to. Even your nose has them. Your eyes have them. All over your body. So, yeah. So we're going to talk about some of the oils and places that you can put the oils to.
This is the feet.
Oh, yeah.
The bottom of the feet, and even the
And
top
the
of
top,
the feet. And the top of
yeah.
the feet has points on it.
All right.
And it's connected to, like she said, the different organs of your body. You can be surprised how your body will react to a different oil that is being absorbed in the inner body cells.
Yeah, a lot of times we don't realize it because a lot of us aren't aware. But when you have pain, pain is actually telling you that there is something else going on. So even though you may get relief using the oils,
Big.
it is always good to even go deeper
That's
because
that.
there's something else going on. See the ear?
See, that's that. You remember back in the day when you
Do you think
Had
your
your-
ear
had your little boyfriend?
have all of them?
Mhm.
I think some of them still do go crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
don't touch me there.
That- right,
Then you see all those, what do you call them? Energy.
Energy
Yeah.
points.
All those energy points and what they are connected to
Yeah, I like the
on our bodies.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You have one.
one for your teeth. Right here. Oh, I have my earrings on. That's where we put our holes, right?
Oh, wow.
That's for your lower jaw, your upper jaw, the diaphragm. I
Mm.
mean, look it up on the internet because they are there.
Yep.
And they are there. I mean, for every outer organ, there is an interconnection.
That's amazing how God made our bodies to be
Yeah.
able to
Well, they
heal
say
itself.
if you don't go with, if you don't go within, you will go without.
Whoa. All right.
Yes. Yes.
I love that.
All right. So as we go through our assessment, we're going to share with you each one of the oils, and then we're going to talk about some of the purposes of the oils. And if I am allowed to say, the healing properties of the oils. Okay. And this is our essential oil kit here when you order the whole kit itself from Longevity. So each one of the kits consists of the oils that we're going to be talking about. And comes in a nice, pretty little case there. So you have everything you need, and as your supply runs low, then you just reorder it.
But you know what's so unique about this process is in my days of doing this the oil results kit, it's usually one oil that will eliminate that situation.
Yes.
So that's why we go through the whole process of all 7 of them so that you can find that one oil or the blend of the oil that will alleviate the pain. And that's what the whole session is all about. Finding that, I always think that and believe that God has given us all kinds of things to assist us in our healing. it is up to us to do the research to find the product that works for us, and then, or the system that works for us. And this oil results kit is for that purpose. I had a girlfriend in Chicago. Every year I go up to Chicago, and for the Love Journey sunrise service. And one of my sisters there was having an issue with dragging her foot, her toes. And so I did the result kit on her, and come to find out that the oil that made her feet work was Ravensara. And she didn't find that out until we had gone through like maybe 4 different oils. And when we got to Ravensara, she started dancing. I have that. I'm gonna have to post that video to our page because I have it on my computer. And she said Rosa, she bought the Ravensara, and now she's not having that issue.
That's wonderful.
You know, and so
that's a testimony right there.
And isn't it also amazing that just like with our nutritional assessment, it also lets you know the deficiency or the area where your body may be lacking or area of concern, as we tell in most of our sessions. Recognize and then go to the doctor and ask them to do the test for you so that then you know exactly what it is. But
That
like
your
you said
body's
in
like-
our opening, the pain. If you're having pain, that is your body's signal right there.
Right.
Right.
It just, you know, I am I'm on the list, I guess, of all, you know, nowadays everything is telemarketed. And girl, you don't know, ladies, let me tell you something. I know at least once or twice a day that I am being called. Oh, we know that you are in pain. Oh, excuse me. That is not my issue. Please take me off your list.
All right.
But you know, everything is telemarketed, and if you do anything on the internet, they already have surmised and added you to a list of some kind. Now, I don't know whether what they're offering is good or bad, or I just don't do unknown medicines. I just don't do that. So I have oils, and I have shea butter that has these oils in them, and that's what I use. But let's get on with the
With
oils
our
that are in
assessment?
this assessment because
Okay.
time is running out.
Yes.
We have
yes.
30 minutes.
All righty.
30 minutes a day?
Huh?
Is it 30 minutes a day? Or
No.
Okay.
No, we've been on for 21 minutes, and now let's get into the assessment.
Okay. All right.
So what do you do first?
Okay.
Well, as I said, we do the test for the physical, the pain, then the physical assessment. And the first thing you do is have the person ask them their pain level, then on the scale of 1 to 10, starting with a point on the chart for the pain from 0 to 10. Then you have them sit down in a hard chair. And when they stand up, to say if they've encountered any type of discomfort whatsoever. And if so, then you annotate that. So we're doing this for just to see what their pain level is, where it is, and any type of expression if we notice. Because the last pain assessment we did, the person may not have noticed where the pain was. And that's funny because, like I said, we've been compensating for so long. So as she was raising her hand and she was like, nope, nothing yet, we could see her head start going over. You know, because she was compensating. It was tightening up. But she was
Right.
like, no pain yet. And she went all the way here. And we were like, yes, you did. Your alignment started changing and your facial expressions started changing as you were raising your head. And I guess she had done it for so long.
So let me recap. What do you? This is in a session that you did.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm like, where did she come from?
Right.
I'm like, all of a sudden
Okay.
you're talking about a person.
The
So
last session we did.
okay, so now we first have to assess them in different positions. So they sit down, they relax, and then we ask them to stand.
Yes.
And we watch them walk Or we ask them to stand and raise their arm first.
Stand and sit, then you raise your arm. Then the next one is with the cheek to cheek to chin, so the rotation of the head. And then we do one with walking also. And again, more is caught by the person's watching than the individual themselves, because as a person is walking, you can see if their hips are shifting from the weight, and they just think, oh, that's just how I'm walking. First, I'm sorry, back up. We ask them to take their shoes off as well. And they said, that's just how I'm walking. Can't blame it on the shoes now. It's the shifting of the weight, because they are redistributing their weight to compensate for that pain that they may be having on one side, whether it be the hip, the knee, the foot, the ankle, but they don't realize it because, again,
They're used to it.
Yes, yes. So we watch and we observe. So we have them to walk to see if they pick it up, to tell us the level, but we also do conduct the assessment through observation.
So now, once we've done that
Yes.
and had a conversation, so then we start putting the oils on?
Yes, ma'am. So then we ask them to have a seat, and that's when we start to administer the essential oil. And for each oil, it's you pour it in a cap, but you take we've been using Q-tips. So you take a Q-tip or something, some type of applier for the application, and something that is not too absorbable, and something that will not disintegrate or will tear up also because of the frequency of the oils.
So now we could also use a toothpick.
You could.
I would use a
but,
Q-tip.
Yeah, that may be a little sharp for because it's actually applied to the foot. So let's bring that foot chart
Well,
back
see,
up.
one of the things that it's a
Can
couple.
I have the foot chart back?
The reason why I said a
foot
foot a toothpick is because you can actually dip the oil in. Q-tips are excellent, but you can actually dip the Q-tip in it and it will drop, and you'll get just a drop. Because the idea is to put a drop of oil on the toe. So if you use the oils
Yes.
and you drop them, they're going to drop out too much.
Well,
So-
normally what I do is take the Q-tip and I would put it on the bottle so that it'll absorb on there. So even though they say you're not supposed to, I think you're not supposed to come in contact with the top of it, from what Brenda was saying, because right. But I mean, what you want to do? It's either if you do or you don't.
Main thing is that you get a drop of oil
Right.
on that
Yeah.
Q-tip.
Oh,
Because
we
when you
have
use the
some.
bottles do tend to drop out more oil, and these are only 10
Well, a
mils.
shout out to our Facebook people are on the line. We have some people on here that are watching. Even my daughter, Charlena. Hey, boo boo.
Hello. Thank you
And Melvin
for
Dockett.
joining us.
Hey, Melvin. And even Gregory. We got Gregory Starks. And I believe Teresa's on here.
Hey,
Hello,
Teresa.
everyone.
How are you? So let's So now we've already done that, and now we're at the point where we're going to do what?
All
But,
right. With the foot.
With
Okay.
Charlene.
Yeah.
well, the next steps would be to take the Q-tip, and you would take the first oil would be to be at peace. This is to align the alignment of your body. So to be at peace, if someone could read for us, because I don't have my glasses, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's right. I forgot. This is a special blend. Is used in helping to relax and realign the systems of the body. This blend contains blue calamine, ylang ylang, rosewood, rose, and other pure essential oils.
So we would take that oil and put it on the bottom of the foot, as Miss Tiffany has the chart. And you would rub it from the bottom of the foot up to the top of the toe. That's the top of the foot tip, the upper page, right? Yeah, that one. And you would go up from the bottom and work your way up to the top of the toe and come down and probably go across the fat part of the foot Then
Let
yeah,
the part
right there,
there.
and then go back, and then go down to with the Q-tip, and then from then you let the person walk around for maybe I guess maybe
It's 30 seconds.
30 seconds, and then ask them what is their pain level, because you first ask them whether if their pain is at a 10, you then by the time they finish with the oils it should start dropping down. So you ask them after the 30 seconds of walking around where the pain level is. 9 times out of 10 it all depends on the person. It could be still at a 10, it could have dropped down to an 8, or maybe a 5, or maybe a 2, and then you would go to the next oil.
Okay, before we go to the next one,
Mhm.
and I
I
apologize.
want
when
to ask
cut
a
her off
question.
earlier. I wanted to ask her a question,
Okay.
if I may.
Mhm.
Why do we? And now I can't read it because it's backwards. But why do we do either one of
Why
do
we
that foot
on
right
the
there?
right in the
Mhm.
alignment of the foot? I don't have my glasses,
Okay.
so I need Rosa to tell what does that right there say with that
Yes.
toe. What it say about the
So
alignment
why
right
do we
here?
apply it
Apply
right
it right there to going up the
Mhm.
bottom of that.
Because that's the spinal area, and that's important.
Mhm.
I'm going to say this because, your spinal area goes completely from the top, right at the nape of your neck, there's a little dent, all the way down to your bottom of your tailbone, where your tailbone is, right at the top of your
Right.
buttocks.
Right.
And so when you're doing, it is connected to every nerve ending in your body. It's like meditation and your chakras and all of that. So when you are healing your body or allowing your body to relax and become more in tune and aligned, that is the opportune place where you want to put your attention. Period. Whether it's oils, whether it's prayer, whether it's meditation, it affects your whole body. So when you do it on the outside of your foot or even the outside of your hand, it's connected to the spinal cord. So it's going to align all of that and disperse into the different organs.
Right. Right.
All right. Thank you.
Right.
So before,
And that
that's
is-
why I wanted to
and it's-
explain that part
right.
before we moved off of
And
it.
it's so important. I mean, because doing reflexology, as I see my buddy Starks on there, he's a massage therapist.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay.
Reflexology is so important. I mean, just imagine when you go into the massage places and get your massages. That's what they're working on, those different points in that spine. Because they do those deep tissue like massages and stuff. Yeah. I mean, and it feels so good. But anyway,
Yes, everyone needs one.
everybody should get a massage at least once a month. Okay, at least once a month, get yourself a massage.
So now my question is, you only do it to one foot?
Yes.
You can do if you want to do both, you can. Now, my thing is, suppose a person is having problems on the other foot if you're doing the one foot. So, and they say, okay, I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like the lady that had the boot on. She had the boot where she had the cast on one foot, but the other foot was free. So, but she felt good, but she said it was still some little, challenges with that other foot. So I guess you probably could do both of them at the same
Actually,
time.
the book says do this to both feet.
Okay.
Balance is important.
All right. High five then.
All right.
The reason why I say that is because I am a foot person. I really
know, Rosa love feet.
I love to massage. We also have a foot massage that we do, and I love it. To see the relief in someone's face.
Yes.
When
Yes.
you're putting these oils on and you're massaging it, even with the toothpick. Well, I mean, I'm with the
Q-tip.
Q-tip, to see the expression on a client's face is amazing.
It is. And you know, Mark, when you say that, I think about my mom because my mom at nighttime, she has the most challenging pain. And what I do, I take that CM cream and the trauma and I massage her feet with it, even though she get to talking about how ticklish she is. But her pain is relieved
Yes.
Yeah.
from the trauma and the CM cream being applied. And, you know, because of that touch, you know, so.
And do you also remember when you went back to the young lady with the boot? She
Right.
had the boot on one foot, so we treated the other foot. And after we got down from the arms and the neck, because she was having a lot of skeletal pain.
Right.
But when we finally got down to the walk portion, from the time she did the first example of sitting in the chair, what did she tell us?
She was feeling better.
In the other leg.
Right,
She
yeah,
said even
she
the
did.
leg that had the boot on
Right.
started. So, yes.
Yeah, she
It
was.
does work wonders.
So.
And it happens in less than 8 seconds, isn't it?
Better than that
Right.
ibuprofen
There
and
you go.
Motrin. I
Oh,
can say.
yes, Lord.
So what's the
love
next
it.
oil?
Yes.
The next oil is birch sweet, and that is for the bones. And as we talk about it, I'm just kind of, I don't know if I'm in the camera or not, but that's birch sweet. The other one was to be at
All
peace.
the bottles are about just
Yeah,
yay big.
yeah, the 10 millimeters, I think. Yeah.
So this oil is known for the ability to strengthen and support rebuilding the skeletal system. How many of you had pains in your bones?
Yes, that's a
Yes.
terrible feeling. That really is a terrible feeling.
As well as it helps to alleviate bone pain. It rebuilds and alleviates.
So
Those
again,
people who have knee problems,
yes,
this would be a perfect, or hip problems, this would be a perfect
Yes.
oil for you.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
And
yes.
when you do further studies on the birch sweet, because it's with the skeletal system,
Right.
my memory jogger is always the tree. And that reminds me that it's long limbs. So legs, arms, your long bones. It's great for that. And it's also known to help with some skin issues as well. So, but yeah, so the memory jogger is always the tree.
Now on the foot area for the knee, it's on the side of the foot. It's like
Let me
right here on the side of the foot. That's on the other side. Keep moving. Keep right
It's
over there. Yeah,
actually
there
right
you-
below
right
your
in that
big
area.
toe.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where
Your
the
baby
knee,
toe.
your knee, yeah, knee, leg, and hip is right up in that
right
area.
in there.
Right. So you will rub the oil there and keep massaging. You know, you
So
notice
that's
have
like
you
under the arch? Right about
right,
Right.
right on the
Yeah.
outside of the
Yes.
foot. Right. So that is so important that you know, you place that oil where it's supposed to be so it can connect to it. But you know what? If you take and do the, if you have you ever noticed if you do the oils when you putting them applying them, how you can taste it.
Yes.
That is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Foot is
does.
that softest,
Yes.
softest skin. So that's why they use the foot for that entry area.
Yes.
Yeah, for that-
Yes.
But it's also about inhaling too, because as you inhale those smells, everything functions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
everything,
sometimes it's you got to be really careful, because if you're not in a wide open space, you could get a little intoxicated. So it is.
yeah. Is it intoxicated or you just happy? Which one is it?
Well, it's actually, I don't want to say poison, but yeah, you get overload
Yeah.
from the aroma.
I think you be so relaxed. You just like, oh my God, I feel so good. You
We
know,
do say everybody's gonna leave out better than the
And
way
they
they
came in.
'Cause it just makes you happy.
right?
Oh,
Makes
so
you happy.
also birch sweet is good if you have spasms. How many
Oh,
folks
yeah.
who have muscle
Muscle
spasms? So you can actually rub a drop on wherever the spasm is, or you can actually put it on your toe and massage your feet. Because I don't know about cramp, and I'm talking about cramps
Uh-huh.
all kinds of stuff like that. But it relieves those muscle spasms
Yeah.
for
And that
those
can be
people who.
painful too.
Yeah.
Especially those
And
Charlie
because
horses and
a
Yeah.
stuff
spasm
like
is
that.
so quick, it's probably better to apply it right where it is. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it definitely won't hurt
I know. I
you.
used to use it best my bed, but because that also means that your body is not pH balanced
Yeah,
when you
you
get
get
those
those
Charlie horses and
cramps.
cramps
Yep,
in
yep,
your body.
And there go that calcium. But
Uh,
we ain't not gonna go with there today.
we're not
Okay.
gonna talk about that water.
We're on
You
the
know
oil.
when brain
So
stop
many-
working.
Yeah, I know that's
Look
right.
at how it all goes together.
It does.
Right.
It does.
Okay.
So the next one is my favorite oil,
Yes.
Rasin Savor.
Right.
I love it.
That's that nerve oil.
it is.
Nerves for the nerves.
And it's a spicy oil.
Mhm.
It opens and energizes and uplifts you for depression and those kinds of things. I love this oil. It is for it actually sedates all nerve endings. It calms you down.
All right.
It calms the inner system. I love this oil because it is that way. And so when things are calm, then things start working properly.
How about that?
Stress. But Ravensara is an ancient oil too.
And
It's a
again,
very ancient oil.
got to know where those points are. Again, knowing where the points are. Just like we're talking about the spine. The spine is even dealing with the spine when you're talking about MS. You know, because the lesions they get on the spine. That Ravensar is very good for that area also.
I can imagine because it also energizes and it uplifts.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It
Yes.
also destroys worms in your stomach or
Wow.
anywhere else
So
that
it's
you might
so
have.
it's
Wow.
digestible.
Well, you could probably make a tea out of it.
Yes.
Let me look in the other
Yeah.
book here.
Yeah.
Check that
How
out.
it
It might be
says to apply
digestible.
it.
No, you can't.
No.
Oh,
You
it's not-
can't. You can't take
You
it. You
can't?
can soak in it. You can diffuse it.
Mm-hmm.
You can breathe it and breathe it out. And when I say that, that means I don't want to see your nose all up in here. Like this. What you do is you open. I'm not opening the breathe.
You go ahead. You go open.
What you do is you open your and you know how you used to do it in science class. You just whiff it. It's a whiff. Whiffer. Don't do this.
Don't get like you trying to
Yeah,
snort
don't
some
do
Coke or something.
Yeah. Or whatever. You know.
Okay. We're talking about happy feelings.
I know, right? I know,
Well, that was a
right?
legal drug at one time, you know,
Yeah.
even in
Ooh,
Coca-Cola.
that bird sweet is
You know.
powerful.
So, as time changes, so does medicine. I was
Yes,
looking at
it
this thing
does.
called Vibe, and they were looking for new
This is so good. That's what
antibiotic plants because the viruses that are now being digested or coming to us have our bodies are becoming immune to the antibiotics that the doctors
Yes.
are giving us. And they were talking about people who had suffered losing parts of their body because their bodies were not being cleansed by these antibiotics. So doctors are and researchers are in serious mood to find other antibiotics. And personally, for every illness, there is a cure, and most of us, and they all start with herbs, trees, bushes, berries, and oils.
Right.
And that's where all the medicines that we have come from. And then they add all this other stuff in it. The other stuff is what I'm afraid of. So I'd rather do the oils, the herbs,
There you
and just
go.
keep
There
doing them
you
until
go.
it's done. Yes.
Right. There you go.
You know,
Hey,
you'd be
that's
so
what the doctor
surprised.
used to have in his black little kit, right?
Hey,
Yes.
for real. Take this and wrap this around her arm. Make a
Paste or
a paste or a wrap or bang it up and
Yes.
put it
Yes.
into some soup. Oh,
Yeah.
come on now. Let me not even get started.
All right. Next oil.
Let's go on.
But
Next
ladies,
oil.
with
Oh, go
this
ahead.
Ravensara, did you Rosa? Did you already say herpes, mononucleosis?
Oh, okay.
Because you have the book that sells you all that.
Wow.
Now,
Oh, okay.
we
Let's
have
share- okay,
no,
let's
yeah.
share our different,
So the
So-
book
so-
we use a lot of books here.
Yes.
We are definitely a research team.
Yes.
And so the
Yes.
book that I am using is called Foundational
Where the
Aromatherapy.
Aromatherapy.
camera.
Can you see that?
You might want to let her. Let her
Oh, yeah.
All right. No more
And this is done
Yeah.
by Longevity. It was published by Brenda Wright and Dr. Leanne King.
And
However,
Judy-
this
and
is
Judy
the
Wright.
old version. They now have a newer version out. Did you know that, ladies?
No, I
Yes, they now have a newer version. This was about 3 years ago,
Okay.
which is a great book anyway. But there is a newer version
Okay.
out. And if you go and put aromatherapy, foundational aromatherapy in your Google, you'll see it.
And
So
then,
then 2005, this one was Dr. Land and Dr. Wallach, and this one is Passport to Aromatherapy. And in it, it tells a lot of history of the oil.
Yes, I love that book
Yes.
because Dr. Lang and Dr.
Wallach.
Wallach have been working together for at least the last 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
And they have done a number of researches on the different powers behind the oils. And they do tell you a lot of the scientific part of that.
Yeah.
Whereas the book Foundational Aromatherapy was done by two ladies who specify in how to use the oils.
Yeah.
They've
Right.
done a lot of that.
right, because a lot of people
research.
don't realize how to use the oil and don't understand the frequency of the oil because not all oils that you buy have high frequency because you can smell it. Because if you get especially peppermint and lemon and lavender, you can really smell. If you don't smell it, it doesn't smell right. That means it's not high frequency.
Not only that, you can actually smell it. When we can leave this on the table,
Oh yes.
not even open, and the room will be fused
Now
with
that's
the
smelly.
smells
Yeah.
of these oils, and that's what the frequency is. And the reason why the frequency is like that, because the higher the frequency, the higher it has to heal. These are healing herbs. These are oils that are used for diseases in your body. There are some oils that are used for just smell. The ones that you see on the brothers in the city carrying.
Right.
Those are fragrance oils.
Right.
Chances are they're not going to really do a lot of changing of your system because of the frequency, because of the fact that they keep it out in glass bottles, clear glass bottles, because the sun beaming down on your oil will alleviate its power.
Yes.
These oils can last for 25 years if you so desired, and still open them up and they'll work. The frequency is that high. However, I have not had a bottle of oil that'll last me even 8 years.
I know.
'Cause
It might not even be a couple of days. Cause,
I'm saying, by the time you put them into your aromatherapy system, by the time you spray them in your bed, in your
Yes.
house, by the time you make shampoo or mix them with your
Yes.
oil, your other oils for your body, put them in your tub, honey. Please, I
Right.
just gave my sister here some fennel,
I know,
and I'm
right.
like, is it in here? And guess what?
It's almost gone.
It was almost gone, but she can put
One.
some a carrier oil in there, shake it, and she'll get the fennel that she needs to do what she needs to do.
And I also want to say too, because these books have recipes for every disease
yeah.
that you may be facing. Every disease.
Not even diseases. I mean, I've looked them up for bee stings, burns.
Right.
We got little ones in there.
Yes.
What am I?
Oh
what do
my
need?
goodness! I got to let me tell you about last night. Let me tell you real quick. Last night I did an Uber drive. Yes, I'm an Uber driver, and I had this passenger in my car, and I knew something was wrong when he got in. He smelled like alcohol, and I was like, okay. I turned around, I looked at him. I was on 13th and Penn, real quick. Got to start the drive, and all of a sudden, I took that left turn. I turned around, looked back. I said, "You all right?" And he was like, and he threw up all in my truck. Y'all know I was livid. I was livid. I said, "Get out, get out, get out, get out."
You put the man out.
Yes. Yeah, he got out and he walked down the street. I don't know. I said, I don't care where he go, but he had to get out my truck. All right, and I'm glad I had a towel because I got some of it up. But when I got home,
Don't tell me you put that poor drunken man on
man,
the
shoot,
street.
he was all right. He was.
Did you pray for him before you left?
Girl, I was so. I should have, but I didn't.
We're gonna pray
That
right
was the
now,
other
Lord,
side.
please
That was
make
the
this
other
shit
side of
never
me
happen.
coming out because I was just done. I was done, y'all. But when I got home, though, I got a hot bucket of water, and I put some deep cleanser, some spearmint, eucalyptus, globalus, and also some prosperity. I was like detoxing and blessing. Look, I was in my truck cleaning it out last night because I ain't want that
so
stuff
funny.
to seep. Because that stuff get into your
I don't know. I don't have a car.
upholstery, and it will mess it. I mean, even if you got it in your furniture, you know what I'm saying. But I got that stuff up. My truck smelled like peppermint. Oh, spirit.
The power of the oil.
Yes, the oils are hot, man. They are so hot. But go ahead.
So now we have another oil. That's just the side.
Okay.
The stories we tell. The stories we tell.
Yes.
So, what's the next oil?
Margarine sweet.
Margarine sweet. Okay, so margarine sweet is that?
Muscle.
You know what? I'll tell you something about the thing that I love most about when you buy these oils. They fall right in how you do them. So once you put them on the Q-tip, then you it's so funny. I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you my story later. A Q-tip, then you can put them right back in the box so you won't get them out of
And this
order.
smells good too.
Yeah, it
Margarine
does.
sweet.
Margarine sweet. Margarine sweet is for the muscular system. It
So
supports
sweet.
spasms, stiffness, and cramps. It's good for headaches, sciatica,
Sciatic.
and
Yeah.
bruises.
Ooh, yes.
But that's a popular one now.
There-
So those
Yes.
people that have
I put that on this morning.
migraines,
Yes. Headaches. Oh, let me put that. Let me keep smelling that because I got one right on the top of my eye. But
Really?
I took the. Now I had the margarine sweet this morning. I mixed it with the grapeseed oil and I put it on my back where the sciatica starts. But then,
that's right, because you have sciatica.
right, and then I rubbed it on the butt because that nerve in the butt, that joint be hurting. It burns sometimes.
What nerve? Where?
It's the sciatic nerve. It starts on the right on the butt tailbone of the butt, and then it
really?
goes down the butt. The nerve is down the gluteus. I'm sorry, gluteus maximus. I'm sorry, I'm all the ghetto and everything. Right? Sorry.
Oh, goodness. You're just using the word that most people don't know what a gluteus maximum
No,
is.
seriously, say, yo, she try to be all proper. They can't even spell it. No, I'm just kidding. But
She probably telling the truth. That's all right.
Lord
You ain't
Jesus.
gotta spell it. Just know how to say it. They can look it up on their Google.
I know, right? But yeah, it burns, and a lot of people is faced with that sciatic nerve. But margarine sweet, it does help. It really did help me today, especially at church. It helped me.
So now let me ask you this. It would probably work better if you got out of the tub or the shower and put it on your toe before you put your clothes and stuff on. Now, see, this is what I do. I sit in the morning, and there are oils that I use when I get out of the tub. After I even mix them up in my coconut oil.
Okay.
If I don't have any shea butter, because most of our shea butters have oils in them. But I added whatever the issue is to my oil that I'm putting on or what I'm doing in my body. So I would suggest to you that you start doing your assessment with the margarine sweet on your toe when you get out the shower, both of them.
Okay.
And then you won't have the pain. It's like, it's better to be prepared than to wait until it happens.
Well, this is ongoing.
That's why you
yeah.
should use it on your feet every morning.
Next you have a spasm.
Yeah,
marjoram
right.
for a month.
Oh, give her one of these bottles so she calm down. Give her 2B a piece.
No, but serious.
No, I got
mean,
you.
You know, it doesn't make sense to wait until the pain arrives or until it becomes so unbearable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Just do it in the morning. You know, it's so much easier
Prevention.
to be preventative than to wait until the pain becomes so unbearable that it just never seems to alleviate.
Okay, y'all have that, Facebook friends. If you're having sciatica issue, make sure you get some margarine sweet.
And now, another thing, just because margarine sweet works for her,
It might not work.
it may not work for you. So I suggest that you come out to the Curves of Fort Washington
Yes.
next Saturday. This Saturday.
The
What
25th.
time?
11:30.
At 11:30, and find out which oil works for you.
Yes.
Because it might not be that one. It works for Charlene.
Yes.
So I would suggest that you all make it out there. If you're in any kind of pain, I don't care whether the pain is in your head, in your neck, your shoulders, your fingers, maybe it's even your toe. You might even have, what do they call it, trigger finger? How many of you have trigger finger? Honey, please. I had it too. This one right here. This one right here, I'm telling you, I no longer have trigger finger. Every once in a blue moon. And then I start getting my little stuff and I rub my little
So what
finger.
happens with your trigger finger? It sticks out or something?
No, trigger finger is when you wake up in the morning and your finger's like this.
Oh, wow.
And you have to pull it open and it's painful.
Get out of here.
And then if you don't take care of it, it'll go back like that automatically. But there is a cure and it is not, there is a solution. And it's not operating.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know,
Okay.
I did oils for mine before I started doing To Be Well, which has oils in them.
Right, the mixture.
And when it got too bad, I might have used sweet marjoram. And I used to just rub it at night. Just rub it on my hands and carry that To Be Well in my pocket, in my purse. And whenever I came from the bathroom or, wash my hands or during the course of the day, I would just rub it on. The heat works too at night.
Yeah.
So there are things that you can do. Now, will it heal overnight? No, because it didn't take overnight for you to get in that way. So be patient with yourself, but be consistent. Don't say, oh, I don't feel like doing that tonight. I don't care. Do it anyway. I've had a lot of things using these products, using our oils. And I'm talking about seriously alleviating. I'm not talking about it feels better now. I'm talking about I don't no longer have it.
All right.
But it takes longer when you're using natural products.
Yes.
But it works.
It does.
So let's go on to the next. Oh, we were talking about
We was at margarine
margarine
sweet.
sweet.
Right.
So it's antifungal. It prevents growth of fungus. So you got fungus in your feet. This is a great oil for it.
So I see
Relieves
cramps.
cramps. Yeah, it does
Is
cramps.
this muscle cramps or
Well, it says it's a muscle oil. So maybe it is muscle cramps.
Cramps I was
Yeah.
asking about.
Oh yeah,
So
menstrual
just-
cramps.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean that's
Yeah.
muscle. That is
Yeah, it
muscle.
probably does.
Yes.
All right.
It also, some people may not like this one. It suppresses your sexual desires.
So it lowers the libido, but that's all
Right.
right. Hold on, because we got one that's going to help lift it back.
But, with that particular case, it may be someone who's having issues. Maybe your husband or your wife is ill, and you need to kind of curb that.
Yes, calm down.
Yeah, there are reasons why. There are reasons why that might be one. It destroys or inhibits bacteria, destructive growth of bacteria. Protects cells from damages. An anti-spasmatic, relieves spasms again. Here we go.
That's awesome.
Inhabits the destroys of viruses.
Mm,
Okay.
that's margarine.
Relieves gas pains, intestinal gas pains. It strengthens the heart, stimulates and clears the mind, and relieves headaches. Increases urine production and rids excess fluid.
Mm.
Regulates menstruation.
So wait a
Okay,
minute, let's
there
go
it
back. Now you said release excess fluid. So is that digestible?
No,
Oh, okay.
you can only breathe it, spritz it,
Mm-hmm.
put it on, rub it in the air, spray it in the air, or soak in the tub. No.
Okay. Okay. Hello.
So there are some other things that it does. It promotes discharge of mucus. It
So release
clears your
fluids.
lungs, lowers your blood
Yeah.
pressure,
Hey, Ruthie.
relieves constipation. Oh, it does a lot.
Yes. She said,
It
oh,
does.
It does a lot. She
It
looked at that
does.
second page, y'all. Oh, it does,
It does a lot.
Yeah.
It does.
All
It's an
right.
amazing.
So Marjoram Sweet is definitely a keeper.
Yes.
And you
Yeah.
know, I love when they give you this actually oil comes from Rome. It used to be called the Joy of the Mountains.
Which one is that? Margin?
Marjoram Sweet.
Okay. Okay. Great. Oh, let's give a shout out to Hey Ruthie.
Hey,
She said
Ruthie.
hello to the ladies. Say hello, ladies.
It's great to
And
see
thank
you.
Robin also. She chimed
Hey,
in.
Robin.
Great show. All right.
We have Miss Winfield on too. Congratulations. Thank you for joining us.
That's
That's
Ruthie.
Ruthie.
That's
That's
Ruthie.
Ruthie.
Oh, is that Ruthie?
Yeah, Ruthie.
Yes.
Ruthie Gaffney Winfield.
We have a few
Ruth.
oils
I
to
never knew
go,
that.
But if
Yeah.
you guys have any questions about
Oh, no, you
any
know who
of
I was
the
thinking about?
oils, then please chime in. And also, if you're ready for your pain assessment, then please join us
Oh,
next weekend.
neuropathy.
Yeah, it's a
What did you
25.
say?
Pain on the bottom of the foot. All righty. We're
Okay, so
getting there.
Ruthie, we're
Mhm.
actually talking about all the
The
all
pain
of these
assessment.
release
Mhm.
pain. So if you we have to first find the oil that works for you, Ruthie, because
Right.
that's neuropathy. Neuropathy.
Mhm.
That's neuropathy. So margarine sweet would actually work with that because that's one of the pains, and so would any of the other oils that we work with. We need to find the one that works for you. So you should come out to see us on
And that's it.
Saturday.
Oh, she's in South
North
Carolina.
Oh,
Oh,
South
yeah,
Carolina.
she's
You're in South
She's not
Carolina?
local.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
Ruthie.
But Ravens, like you said,
Raven
with
Sarah will
SARS,
probably
that,
be the
that'll be a good
best.
oil to try.
Or
And then the
even-
margin sweet, we just
Or
went over.
even the plain,
The to be at peace?
be at peace, because
Mhm.
that actually has a blend of oils in
Right.
it,
That's the alignment. Like you was
Yeah.
talking about, the
and
alignment.
the blend of oils to be at peace
Mhm.
would probably work for you. So, get in touch with one of us.
And I would say something about minerals, but we ain't on minerals today. So, I'm gonna leave that alone.
No, give her
All
the.
right.
Okay, the mineral for neuropathy is Neuro. Neuro is in the longevity back office, and it's called Neuro.
Oh, she said she has them all.
Very
all
good,
right.
girl.
Okay.
So now be consistent. Do it all the time, and you don't have to do
For that.
all the oils. Well, actually, I would make a blend.
She might be just, you know what? I think she's giving that for the audience. Pain on the feet. I'm quite sure she knows.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh, that's Ruth from North Carolina. That's
South
Ruth.
Carolina. Yeah,
Oh,
that's Ruth.
girl, I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you. Now I know who you are. You know exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
Ruth
Stephanie
is my
Love. Hey,
girl.
Stephanie.
How are
Okay.
you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we need
Okay.
to go on. We got 3 more, and I don't
Okay.
know what time it is.
Oh, we on lemongrass. 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 Now, I know that's adjustable.
Yes, it is.
But,
You
but,
know
how
that,
about, but how about look, tendons, legs,
Yes, a lot.
cartilage?
Yes.
Talk about that knee again.
Go eat. Talk about that
Okay,
ligament.
so now before we even get into the oil of lemongrass, you can
She
see
wanna eat it. I
lemongrass.
know that's adjustable.
The bomb.
Didn't I just tell her don't be putting her nose like that? She don't put her nose in peppermint and it's gonna burn all the hairs in her.
It smells so good.
Do not do that. Do this. Whiffle it.
She said whiffle.
Whiffle it.
You know, we so used to doing
I'm a
that.
science teacher.
We
Do
so-
not put your nose
so-
into that. So lemongrass is actually something that you can find in the grocery store. Did you know that? It actually looks like a piece of grass with a very tight bottom, hard bottom. You can slice it, you can cook with it, you can boil it in water, but that's also what you can do with this lemongrass oil. When I was growing up, we must have had a lemongrass in our backyard because this is a smell that when I first smelled it 8 years ago, it brought back so many memories for me.
Wow.
I think my grandmother, my father's mother, was a herb person. She had stuff in her garden, and lemongrass was one of it.
Yeah,
Our
it's
house
good for
smelled
cancer
like-
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
good for cancer.
I'll-
Oh, that's right. You got the book over there. So what do
Oh,
you
yeah.
have for lemongrass?
Okay.
What it says for
Well, yeah.
lemongrass?
While she's going to it, Ruthie just gave her testimony about
Oh.
too many drops. She said, "Yes, I remember. I dropped like 6, and I only needed 2."
Oh my God, girl, did it not burn your insides?
Mm.
I know I
Yes.
can take them with that peppermint.
Oh yes.
I put it in my water that time.
So now lemongrass actually can be used on a tea bag. You take some green tea or any kind of tea that you want, and just drop 1 drop on a tea bag and drink it internally. You can actually put a drop on your finger, touch your tongue, cures all kinds of things like what? Relieves pain, destroys. Am I on limit? Yes, I am.
Sore throat.
Sore throats, bacteria, fungus again, reduces inflammation, kills and suppresses the growth of microbes. Ooh. So if you put it in your tea and stuff, your stomach's going to be healed. But we're talking about the drops of your foot. Remember, so you take that
Q-tip.
Q-tip.
Not
I still want to say a toothpick.
Q-tip.
A Q-tip and down the side of your by your toe, your big toe, and down that. I always like to massage it after it finishes.
Yeah.
Just to give it
Right.
some-
That's what I was saying to help.
Yeah,
Whatever
just to help.
tissues you got going on. But didn't it say something about immune system and in the lymphatic system?
It helps with
Support.
the respiratory system, colds,
Okay.
coughs, bronchitis, and it's on the list for headaches too.
Oh, let me keep sniffing that. Look.
It prevents body odor.
Yes,
It
deodorant.
reduces fevers, stimulates the immune system, which is good for folks who have no immune system. You know, when you have dis-ease, that's the first thing that usually goes.
And then treated
So, yeah.
chemo for
Yeah.
cancer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It destroys insects. Did you know that? So you can actually spray it around your windows and it'll keep the bugs away.
That's good. That's
You know,
that's
So
good
no
for
more
the
red
summer.
peppers.
Right.
You know what else? Did we get to the Iranian rose?
No,
Rosemary?
not yet,
yet.
not yet. But Stephanie says on here, she said, "Thanks, lady. I just started using various essential oils. These over-the-counter medicines are no longer working."
You're welcome.
That's
Stephanie.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good
And
to
if you're
know.
in the area, please come by next weekend to join us for our pain assessment.
Yeah.
That way you can walk away knowing what you need.
Right.
All
That's right.
So it's a calming herb. It actually It actually calms down your nervous systems. Those people who are anxious and when your body is at rest, it can heal.
Oh yes,
You know,
yes, most
It
definitely.
relieves stress.
Yeah.
It helps your blood vessels to open so that your blood can flow through. It's a tranquilizer.
The lemongrass.
Yes.
Okay.
And like I said, lemongrass you can't eat.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
you know,
the
and it's also
digestive.
good. It's also good if you like making lemonade.
Oh, really? Oh, you did that, Rosa?
Yes.
You made
Oh my
lemonade?
God.
lemonade
And you
with
know what? Even though we do have lemon,
Mm-hmm.
there's a difference between the lemon and the
Yes.
lemongrass.
That's right.
And you can take that at the store when you can go in like Wegmans. A lot of stores, Wegmans or any health food store, moms, they usually have the stalk of lemon grass.
Right.
It's amazing.
Wow, when she got all happy, it reminded
And-
me of summer.
Yeah. Summertime.
Lemonade. She got all
Can you imagine putting a drop in your dresser drawers?
Oh
And when
wow!
you
And that
open
would
your
be awesome.
drawers, you
Put some
smell
cotton
lemon.
balls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
Or
You put it
even
on some type of application. Don't
Yeah.
drop it right on that
oh
wood
no,
roll.
no, it might eat it up, especially if it's
Yeah,
not.
because high
So,
frequency.
What I do is spray. I love my spray bottles. You know, that warm water.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Also,
spray
wanted
it
to
in your-
mention though, remember the aromatherapy club that we have. So, if anyone interested in joining the aromatherapy club that Longevity have, you can get in touch with one of us. You get 3 oils a month on auto ship, and the oils, for $50 a month, you can't
Oh,
beat
yeah.
that. And it's
You
like,
all these
cause
healing properties
yes,
we're
and
talking
you
about
end up
now?
accumulating a
Yes.
lot of oils over the years, so that you can be able to, have your own little aromatherapy club.
And you know, it's funny. What's the great thing about that is that the oils themselves, 3 bottles of oils, will cost you way more than
Yes.
$50.
Yes.
These oils are potent.
Yes.
They are high frequency, and you do a little bit goes a long way.
Yes.
A little bit goes a long way.
Yes.
Okay,
Indeed.
so now
Okay,
the
next
next one?
order is Cypress. Now circulation. That's a good one too for neuropathy. So
what does it say about Cypress? I know you're ready, Tiffany.
circulation.
I am
Shown
actually.
to support the cardiovascular and circulatory systems. Can you imagine those 2 mega systems at one time in one
Yes.
in one
One
oil?
bottle.
Wow. And then it's a powerful tonic that helps against, listen ladies, venous insufficiencies such as those infamous varicose veins.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So many
Varicose
people
veins.
have those, don't they?
Yes, yes. And that can cause pain, heavy leg syndrome, hemorrhoids.
Wow. That means you got to put on a cotton ball, put it between your butt. You know?
And it won't
Well,
burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you can actually, put it on or mix it with a carrier oil. You can actually bathe in it. You can actually mix it with a carrier oil, put it on the cotton ball, and just sleep with it.
Okay. In your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
In
mean,
your butt.
whatever it takes,
Soothing.
Yeah.
it soothes it.
That's
you know.
awesome to know, though, because a lot of people were faced with that.
A lot of people have hemorrhoids because hemorrhoids come
Ruth,
from
I'ma
stress.
laugh out
And
loud.
a lot of times what happens is people don't know how to just push them back up because that's all the doctor does. Just push them back up.
Ooh, that hurt.
But you know,
Sound like it
you
hurt.
just said something key too. It comes from stress. And a lot of people
Digestive system.
digestive issues and straining.
Mm-hmm.
But again, when we talked about stress, where's the area that we carry
The
most of the
The
stress?
stomach.
In the
In your
stomach.
stomach.
So then you come up with ulcers and
Yes.
all kinds of digestive problems. And
Yeah.
when you poop, everything else comes loose.
Yeah, what
And
you
then
call
when you go to the doctor,
colon
What
They
issues.
want to cut. They want to cut you.
Yeah.
instead of what you just said.
Push
Yeah.
it back out.
Right.
Yeah.
There it
You know,
is.
and that's you don't have to. I was telling my auntie a couple of years ago had her
For colonoscopy.
no, she had a cut.
Oh,
Had
a
'em
colon.
cut.
Colons,
Let them
cut.
cut them.
And I was telling her all you have to do is use these oils. And Cypress is an amazing oil. I tell you that because I did it a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And I used Cypress to shrink my hemorrhoids.
Mm.
And it did.
All right.
No pain, no nothing. I didn't have any painful ones, but I know people, they get really bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
They
yeah.
can actually start
Bleeding.
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 All of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
actually, Cypress helps the circulatory system, the lymphatic system, the respiratory system, the urinary system, and the reproductive systems. It is, it fights germs, infections, relieves spasms, reduces, tightens tissue. See? You see what I said?
Right.
It tightens tissue.
Yeah.
So
And what are hemorrhoids?
That's a tissue.
That's a tissue.
Mhm. So it's
That's
gonna tighten
actually
up that butt. Oh.
So it
glue
works.
ain't gonna go
No, they ain't
the
going.
tissue.
No,
That's
they ain't.
muscle.
Yeah.
It actually stops. It prevents body odor. It stops bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
Supports and strengthens the nervous system.
Right.
And narrows blood vessels.
Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
So that's where the varicose
So
vein part
Cypress.
comes in.
Yep. Cypress. Cypress. Use that
Yeah, I
cypress,
know it works for
ladies
hemorrhoids. I'm a
and
living
gentlemen.
truth.
Yes, because men get they get varicose veins
Yeah.
too. So it's important to try these essential oils.
I'd like to
And if
mention one more because so many of us suffer with sinusitis.
oh yeah,
You said sinusitis.
Yes.
What sinus? What's that in the sinus?
Inflammation
In the
of the sinus.
oh,
yeah.
let me
There's
smell
a couple of
it.
oils that do
Smell
that.
this again.
Yes.
Okay, hold
There's a
up.
couple of oils that do that though.
Yes,
I
it
think it's
is.
Ravinsara.
Whew.
It
But
might
I know
be. It
right
might
now.
be.
Birch.
It might be.
Well, birch is the
But it'll
bone.
also help you reduce fever too.
Mhm.
And I'm sure
With
something in
circulation.
lemon can help with that too. But
Yeah.
Cypress.
All right, and then
Okay.
let's do a drum roll
last-
for
Yes,
last but not least.
rose.
Geranium.
Rose.
Yes.
A
Rosie.
rose by any other name.
Rosie.
It's just a rose, and the rose geranium is amazing.
Emotions.
It is about
Emotions.
emotions. Somebody want to start?
Okay, I don't have my glasses.
Oh,
Okay.
now look.
I can try. Wait a
It's
minute.
been
See.
known to
Okay,
help
go ahead.
alleviate anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
stress,
Mhm.
wow, emotional concerns. But the one that I like when we do this test, even though it says emotions on here,
Mm-hmm.
it helps to restore balance.
Yes, it
Helps
does.
to restore balance.
Yes, that's the most important thing because you have so many people dealing with depression. And,
Yes.
you
yes.
know,
This oil cannot be eaten.
what you
either.
call it? That disease when people have those different like
What, vertigo?
no the different personalities.
Oh, schizophrenia.
No, not that one.
Bipolar.
Bipolar. There you go. So it probably would help with bipolar.
Yes, it
too.
does.
Helps to balance.
Yes.
It helps balance, alleviates depression,
Mm-hmm.
diarrhea,
She went from the
slow.
rooter to the tutor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
slows down and stops bleeding. It helps prevent fungus, growth of fungus.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, nerve pains, fighting germs and infections, and tightens tissue. Also, reduces secretions of oils of any kinds. Like if your body has pus, it'll help. Promotes in wounds and scar healing. So you can just drop some rose geranium on. It's a sedative. What you say?
That cotton ball that you Q-tip just rub some on. And
This is the one I love. You know, rose geranium is a plant, a flower.
Okay.
And if you ever look at movies or if you've been to Paris or to outside restaurants, sometimes, especially French restaurants, they will have rose geranium around the outer court where people sit
Okay.
because it keeps bugs away.
Yeah.
So if you have an issue with that in the summertime, get yourself some rose geranium plants and put them on your balcony. And it'll keep the mosquitoes and everything away.
I know
It's an
that's right.
amazing oil.
Ain't
Or
it
even
fun?
you can just actually spray it around your fence or whatever and keep them away. I love that. That's what I always remembered rose geranium to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't want to be bit by mosquitoes.
I
You
know.
can spray it on your clothes.
I know, especially when they talk about them, them infectious mosquitoes. I can't even think of the name. Zika, Zeta, yeah, Zika virus, Zinka.
no.
It actually helps in, nourish your skin. So, you know, rose water we use a lot of, but rose geranium mixed with a drop with like an ounce of water and spray it on your face. It'll be a good tightener and toner for your skin. Make sure you close your eyes before you spray it anywhere. It heals wounds. It is an amazing oil. Once again, and it's the last one of the kind. It cannot be taken in your mouth. And rose,
It's
lemongrass
not
is-
digestible.
No,
Oh wow!
it's smellable though.
I
Don't
like-
do like Tip. Make
Charlene.
did. Make sure you waffle. Waffle.
Look, I don't know if it kills insects. I don't know if I want to be.
The waffle. It smells delicious. So.
Okay, Ruthie gave us something here. Oh, it's a daily part of my lifestyle. We all should know about oils. Yes, that's why we are sharing.
So,
Yes.
Our
Ruthie, maybe you can call in the next time we talk about
Yeah.
oils, and we can have you an
Find out
interview
more.
about what you do, because you've
Give
been
your
doing this a
testimony.
whole lot longer than we have.
Turning into life set. Yes.
What'd
Make
she
it
say?
a part of your life set.
Yes.
Learn more about it. That's why we are sharing, because there's so many healing properties here and soothing properties, and we miss you too. So you got to chime in. We got to figure out a way you can help us with this educational process.
Yes,
here,
we
right?
Yeah.
definitely
Yes.
have to have you online. You know what? I'm going to tell you a little story about Ruthie. Ruthie was my lifesaver. Remember that year when you had to go back early, and I was in the hotel with no hotel room
Right.
at all, and Ruthie and her brother, I love you guys. They offered their room for me to stay in the night, and their brother hooked me up on a ride to go to the airport.
That's awesome.
I am so grateful
That's what
for my
family
team
and
members.
friends are
I love
for.
you too, and I'm so
Yes.
grateful to see you there. Here, Ruthie, make sure you share this and get in touch with us, because we're
Yes.
looking for assistance from our team.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
thank you
Longevity.
for showing.
So
But I wa-
purpose.
Yes,
Yeah,
I also
that's
wanted to
so
share.
purpose.
I know we had talked about the aromatherapy club, but the recipes that comes with it. This right here is the March oils of the month, which it shared. It talks about lavender chamomile, and I'm not sure if it's for this month or coming up or last year, but it gives you recipes for like for baby, your bottom wipes. You know, for baby bottom wipes, you can add. It has a recipe for that. It has a recipe for anti-spray for dogs if you have a dog. Body wash for women. It has a recipe for that with the oils. For your dishwasher, to put in your dishwasher cubes, lavender and red margarine is good. So this is, I mean, I guess all I can say is just awesome to be able to get on the aromatherapy. Ooh, mandarin and spinach salad. Awesome with the essential oils, y'all.
Yeah, they are
You know they
cookable.
yes, and I mean they give you so many recipes where it can be edible or you can be able to make your own, concoction. So, but they give this to you. So I just want to
So with
let
every
everybody
month, you
know.
get the aroma share, the 3 oils, and then look at this, 2 pages full of uses. And yes, one or some are always edible. They share some type of recipe that you can cook with, as well as recipes or personal care recipes as well. So
I
it's
love
just
the cooking
awesome.
part of it because, like I said, I use the lemongrass. I use the clove too. I've used for Thanksgiving. I was making sweet potatoes and I
Yes.
used the clove. I've even used the peppermint to cook with.
Really?
Okay. And remember, we
you
don't
keep it-
overdo it. We're talking about a drop.
Yes.
Yep.
But I made some sorrel. How many people have ever heard of sorrel? Sorrel is a Caribbean drink made from hibiscus trees, leaves. So I used clove and cinnamon and the ginger oil.
Ginger,
Yeah,
yes,
because you're
that's
supposed
my
to have
favorite.
ginger and cloves, and you can put cinnamon in it too. But I had none of them. And I didn't want to use the dry cinnamon or ginger from the cabinet that you buy, because I don't know how long those herbs have been in that bottle. So I have actually dropped one clove, one drop of cinnamon, and one drop of ginger in my sorrel drink, and then boil the hibiscus in the pot, and then let it cool. Amazing drink. That's only if you don't have live plants.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's awesome. That is
Well,
awesome.
we digressed a little bit here and a little bit there, but we'd like to thank you all for joining us, chiming in as we shared with the pain assessment. And we're going to look forward to seeing you next weekend for
Yes.
your personal pain assessment. And those that cannot physically make it in with us, please chime in, comment, ask questions. If not today, then next week, and also while we're doing the assessment, so that we can answer your questions. So stay tuned for next week as we come back with our more information on our cash flow game. All right, but for those joining us this weekend, again, the pain assessment, Curves of Fort Washington, 10737 Indian Head Highway at 11:30.
Yes, join
Fort
us.
Washington, Maryland.
Join us.
And for the following week on the 4th for the challenge, and then that at 11.
You didn't tell us much about
Yeah.
this challenge.
The challenge is, well, for you and Charlene, no, I didn't. But we're having a boot camp, and it's for ladies and gentlemen. And Coach Zoe will be taking us through a workout with our abs and for our core and arms. Okay, because the ladies are trying to get prepared for the summertime.
And when is
So what
this?
time?
This is at 11 o'clock
Oh.
on Saturday, March the 4th. We have a challenge process each first Saturday of the month, and we do some type of a physical fitness activity followed by a nutritional course, okay, with nutritional information. So our nutritional information will be on herbs and spices following the boot camp. And then at 4, we'll be coming back after we go out for our lunch, all right? Healthy lunch. We'll come back and be ready to play our game for cash flow.
Okay.
Yes, learning how to save our money.
And as far as the cash flow goes, game goes, my team is willing to come to you to do a cash flow game night in your area. So just get in contact with me, Rosa J. Hodge. I am on Facebook, and we can set it up.
It is all about investment.
Yes, it
Investment,
is.
because that's something that a lot of us don't do, and we're trying to do that because we're trying to learn how to save money. I know with me, my family, we didn't. We was told to work, never to invest.
Like Rich Dad said, get
Right.
that education,
Right.
and then work.
Right.
Well,
There you go.
yeah,
So now
actually,
it's-
and it's funny that you should say that because the cash flow game does give you ideas to invest, but the actual saving of gold is learning how to pay yourself first in real wealth. And that's basically where my focus is this year, 2017. Giving away free gold accounts and showing people how to pay themselves first and get real wealth.
Yes. So
built
come on
up.
out.
And for those of you that have never read the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, you've just had an up close and impersonal with Charlene being the educated dad and Rosa being the investor dad. And that is exactly what the book tells you about. One dad was telling Robert how to follow your education and that you had to work. And the other dad was telling Robert how to invest and live your dream out. And that's all what the game is going to be about, putting it all together and
Yeah.
sharing with Robert's educational process and helping us learn how to switch or our mind shift from the everyday life to the living your dream life. So be sure to tune in next week at 5 p.m. and hear more about the cash flow game.
And look
Thank
at us
you
on
all for-
Facebook because we will be live.
Yes, we
At
will
some
be.
point in time, it will be live because that's what we do.
And don't forget,
Look, I'm
join.
a camera person. That's what I do.
Don't forget, join us Saturday for essential oil pain assessment. So,
And
and
don't you see how happy we are now? We done whiffed it all.
I know my headache is gone. Praise the Lord.
Did you hear that transition with us? All
Yeah.
right, y'all. We are
Out of here.
Yeah.
Be blessed.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great week. Till next week.